The 1st Marine Division is displaying its amphibious assault skills today at California's Camp Pendleton. It's called Exercise Steel Night and is meant to ensure the ground combat element of a Marine Air-Ground Task Force is prepared for deployment in an operational environment. Joining us now is the Commanding General of the 1st Marine Division, Major General Ronald Bailey, to tell us about the extent and importance of this exercise. Sir, thanks for being with us this morning.
Good morning. Thank you for taking the time to come out and be with the Marines of the 1st Marine Division.
We watched as the exercise kicked off this morning with a ship-to-shore assault, sir, which is really the heart of Marine Corps capabilities. Can you tell our audience a little bit about why that capability is so important?
Yes, I can. From a very broad perspective, the United States Marine Corps is a naval force. And in having the opportunity to practice those core competencies, it's very important for the division, the ground combat element of the MEF, to have that skill set. So for us in the 1st Marine Division, we have the opportunity to not only practice that, but exercise it all across the board, from amphibious assault here and then simultaneous assault in 29 Palms. It gives us an opportunity to practice our command and control capability.
Sir, could you describe that a little bit more, the maneuvers that are going on, coinciding with Steel Night in 29 Palms, and also how we are communicating with our partners at the Singaporean military who are kicking off Exercise Valiant Mark? How's that all coming together, and why is that cooperation so important?
All have come together very well. It's important for us to work with our partners, such as the Singaporeans, because it gives us an opportunity to share experiences and our expertise with the Singaporeans, and also it gives our Marines to build a partnership. Partnership capacity is very important when you start talking about the range of military operations, but most importantly, as you know, the United States Marine Corps is focusing on the Asian Pacific, and so to have the opportunity to work with one of our partners is extremely important. And so this Valiant Mark gives us that opportunity to work mill to mill, and also it gives us an opportunity to build relationships with our Singaporean military partners.
Now, sir, we're watching as some of the landing craft are coming in just behind you there, and I know you're dealing with working through some of the noise out there for us, so we appreciate that. But during the past 10 years of operations in Afghanistan and Iraq, we as a Marine Corps have sort of moved away from this type of extensive amphibious training. Now, is this a return to our roots, so to speak?
Well, I won't say that the Marine Corps has moved away, because, as you know, we also continue to deploy our MEUs. And our MEUs have always and still continue to be our forward deployed forces. So as a Marine Corps, we hadn't moved away from it, but from a large-scale perspective, because our focus has been on Afghanistan, we haven't had the opportunity to do a division-level exercise. So this is the first division-level exercise that has occurred in over 12 years. We're talking in this particular exercise, approximately 10,000 Marines. So yes, as we transition out of Afghanistan, we're now, as a Marine Corps and also as a division, focusing on our core competencies, our core skills: offensive operation, defensive operation, amphibious operation. These are all skill sets that the United States Marine Corps are very good at. So this gives us an opportunity to refine our command and control, work on a large scale with our regiments, and also focus on our in-division collective tasks as a unit.
And sir, the amphibious landing is certainly one of the highlights of the exercise, but what else will this exercise demonstrate? What other Marine Corps skills are going to be put to the test as we work through the exercise?
Well, yes, all of our skills will be tested: command and control, controlling from division level, and also giving my regiments an opportunity to exercise coordination, command and control. Amphibious operations are very difficult, and it requires you to have naval ships so that you can practice that skill set. A classic example of it would be having the opportunity to conduct humanitarian disaster relief. That's what this skill set will do for us. It's just one of the things that we can accomplish and have the opportunity to practice. Real world examples, as you know, most recently the Marines deployed to help the Japanese in Tomodachi. They help across a range of military operations and across that entire theater in the Pacific in places like Bangladesh, Burma, and the Philippines with various operations. So to have the opportunity to practice our amphibious operations skill set is very important.
As you said earlier, sir, with a refocus on the Asia-Pacific theater, we know that the amphibious capabilities of the Marine Corps are going to be increasingly relied upon. Before we let you go, is there anything else that you would like to tell the audience about this specific exercise moving into the week?
Well, yes, I'd like to say, as you seen from the footage, this is the Marine Corps at its finest. It's a MAGTF, Marine Air Ground Task Force, and you're only seeing one portion of it. In this operation, there's large support elements such as CLR-1 that's involved, that have thousands of Marines and sailors out in the exercise. We also have elements from the 3rd Marine Air Wing. So this is the Marine Air Ground Task Force at its finest. This is what we do as a Marine Corps. We're that ready force that's ready to deploy and do what we need to do today. So as a naval force with our naval character, this gives us an opportunity to practice that skill set and show the Navy Marine Corps team at its best.
Sir, and as a fellow Marine, watching other Marines hit the beach out in California makes me a little bit jealous, I need to be honest. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us this morning, the Commanding General of the 1st Marine Division, Major General Ronald Bailey. Sir, thanks again for being with us.
My pleasure.